Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to give you 8 latest defense update, but before that, happy new year to all of you, and I would like to thank all of you for supporting me for the year 2025 and will request you to continue the same support. So let's start. Number 1, indigenous aquatic aerial system with dual air and underwater capability. India's indigenous unmanned system portfolio is set to expand with a new class of dual domain platforms as Bharat Dynamics Limited and the Naval Science and Technology Laboratory under the DRDO move forward with a collaborative program for the design and development of an aquatic aerial system. The proposed system is envisioned as a combined UAV-UUV platform with the distinctive ability to seamlessly transition between aerial flight and underwater operation. Such a capability would place the system in a high niche category of unmanned platform, enabling it to conduct missions across the air-sea interface without requiring recovery or relaunch by a host platform. This dual mode design opens up operational possibilities ranging from maritime surveillance and reconnaissance to underwater inspection, harbor security, and intelligence gathering missions in littoral environments. Next, induction of multi-mode, multi-function weapon. The Indian Army is moving to procure a new generation multi-mode, multi-function weapon locating radar, that is WLR in short we call it, to be designated as MMLR in response to the rapidly evolving nature of future battlefields. Modern conflict scenarios are expected to feature highly maneuverable threats with fast deployment cycles, placing a premium on sensors that can detect, track, and classify multiple target types simultaneously while remaining survivable under intense countermeasures. At present, Indian Army artillery units operate separate radar systems for different threat categories. Next, May 10th, 2025. Fragile ceasefire, heavy losses, and the day the Pakistan Air Force undermined itself. On May 10, 2025, India and Pakistan reached a hard-won ceasefire agreement following days of escalating military confrontation triggered by the Pahalgam terror attack. Brokered with US involvement and finalized through direct hotline communication between the Directors General of Military Operation and troops aimed to halt all hostilities across land, air, and sea. However, ambiguities in the exact timing of implementation led to continued exchanges, turning what should have been a day of de-escalation into one marked by significant aerial action and reported setbacks for the Pakistan Air Force. Next, Striker proposal driven by Ministry of Defence pressure. In a report prepared for SP Guide Publications, Lieutenant General P.C. Katoch, retired, has challenged prevailing media narratives around the Indian Army's wheeled armored vehicle choices, stating unambiguously that pressure to procure the US origin Striker platform did not originate from the Army but from the Ministry of Defence. According to him, the Army's operational preferences and indigenous alternatives were subordinated to external and bureaucratic considerations, leading to a skewed portrayal of institutional intent. Lieutenant General Katos notes that on September 23, 2025, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh inaugurated India's first overseas defense manufacturing facility in Morocco. The facility, established by Tata Advanced Systems Limited in collaboration with DRDO, produces the wheeled armed platform 8x8, an indigenous modular combat vehicle designed to meet a wide spectrum of battlefield roles. Next, contract for Universal Rocket Launcher System Support Equipment. NIBE has entered into a 292.69 crore contract with the Indian Army for the supply of ground equipment, accessories, and ammunition associated with the Universal Rocket Launcher System, capable of integrating multiple rocket types, including long-range rockets with strike ranges of 150 km and 300 km. The contract marks a significant step in expanding the Army's multi-caliber rocket artillery ecosystem and improving readiness for future long-range precision fires. According to reports, the Universal Rocket Launcher System in question was originally developed to support the Israeli PULS MBRL rocket system. Since the Pulse system itself has also been ordered, it remains unclear whether the Indian Army intends to procure limited numbers of the Israeli launcher as an interim capability until indigenous long-range Pinaka variants become fully operational. Next, IAF bets big on Tejas Mk2. The top leadership of the Indian Air Force is placing strong confidence in the Tejas Mk2 program, viewing it as a critical force multiplier that will complement both the Rafale fleet and India's future fifth-generation fighter, the MK. Senior IAF planners increasingly see the aircraft as an idle wingman platform that can operate alongside heavier and more expensive fighters, enhancing combat mass while keeping costs under control. Next, IAF pushes fast-track deal for global 6,500 Star jets. The Indian Air Force and the Defense Research and Development Organization have selected the Bombardier Global 6500 business jet as the airborne platform for India's intelligence, surveillance, target acquisition and reconnaissance program. In short, we call ISTAR, ISTAR program. Under the plan, at least 3 aircraft are expected to be procured and subsequently modified to house a suite of advanced sensors and mission systems that are currently under development for the program. Next, Black Shark torpedoes. India's underwater warfare capabilities received a major boost with the recent procurement of 48 advanced Black Shark heavyweight torpedoes for the Indian Navy's Calvary-class submarines, signed in late December 2025 under a Rs 1,896 crore contract with Italy's Whitehead Alenia Sistemi Subacquei. This acquisition addresses a long-standing operational shortfall while serving as an interim solution for the Arihant-class nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines until indigenous alternative achieves fully ready. The Black Shark, renowned for its fiber optic guidance, advanced acoustic home, and a low-noise electric propulsion, represents a significant upgrade over legacy systems. Thank you.